I have mentioned before that I want to make more educational content again on this channel right here. If you just want to watch silly rank games, make sure you check out my new second channel, CrisHeroes DSC. In today's video, we're going to take a look at some PURSUIT ABSOL gameplay. I've had so much success with this build lately, having multiple 20 KO games, running Scope Lens, Charging Charm, and Razor Claw. We need crit because PURSUIT can crit, and it's going to be very important for us to damage. If we don't crit, we pretty much don't do damage. For battle item, Shedinja Doll, eject button or full heal are totally fine. Currently I play full heal. In this game I stay at Shedinja Doll, which is also totally good because this build can really die easily to point and click damage. So how does PURSUIT work? We have to hit, so first we have a dash right here, where we get an empowered attack with a dash. So you can see this is how far we can dash on this outer circle. And we have to hit our opponents from the back for us to do more damage. And also if you hit opponents from the back, your PURSUIT will go on a very low cooldown. So right here you can see, after using PURSUIT, you can see this is the backstab behind the enemies, right? And this is where you want to hit them, because then you do more damage first, and second of all, your cooldown also gets very low. So if we fail to do that, our PURSUIT, as you can see right here, we didn't get it. So our PURSUIT is now on a pretty high cooldown. But doesn't matter, right now in the early game, we're just going to start out-attacking him, and we get this KO. PURSUIT has a very nice dash, can dash very far. So here you can see currently if Dragapult faces us, means the backstep is here. So this we can't do much about. We just have to hope that he turns around, and we got the backstep in, and our PURSUIT goes down to just half a second cooldown. And if I chase down the Crustle, he's a bit too far, a bit too fast. And then we just go for the Altaria spawn. So right here, on the Altaria as well, we can clear them very fast with PURSUIT. We didn't get the backstep in, so it's gonna run, but we're gonna get it eventually right here. I'm gonna wait a bit just to make sure I have vision. I didn't crit either, and you really have to crit on this build for it to, get those one-shots in. Sometimes it can feel quite miserable if you don't get the crit in. Right here, jumping over, you can see there's the crit, 1600 damage. It can be absolutely wild how much damage you can do. You can see I just one-shot the bite twice with the crits, and if it doesn't, maybe do half the damage. So on level 7, pick up Sucker Punch, which is very important for this build. I know people also like Psycho Cut with this, which I really don't like, because Sucker Punch will help you build up a free PURSUIT in a lot of cases. And that's pretty much what we want to look at in this video as well, is just what Sucker Punch does. Right here, again, I didn't get the backstab in, but we're gonna chase him. We get it. Another backstab. And in this scenario, so how Sucker Punch works is, a lot of people don't know how Sucker Punch works. If Absol gets hit during Sucker Punch, you will instantly go to your opponent and stun them. And we also always be behind them, which means we can set up a free PURSUIT. So in this scenario, you always want to do PURSUIT, then press Sucker Punch, hope your opponents hit you, and then you get a free PURSUIT on them. This, and so also if you play against Absol, make sure you don't hit it during Sucker Punch. So this Blaziken was smart enough not to hit me, it's just running away, which means my Sucker Punch will not do the thing I wanted to do. And it doesn't really matter though, we're still going to kill it in the action, we didn't kill it in the end. It's going to get away, but we get 30 points in, so it doesn't matter what was still a success, as we're able to push Blaziken away from this goal. Mid Altaria up, I'm just going to fast forward a bit, jumping towards bot right here. There's a lot of things you can also always proc Sucker Punch with, so there's certain Pokemon who are very bad into this, like Mistake Fire Sylveon, Flame Charge Delphox, Pedidance Venusaur. Like, you can always look out for enemy AoE damage to run into to activate your Sucker Punch. Hyper Voice as well of, Sylveon. Here we didn't get the backstep in again. You can see how important it is to get a backstep in. Here we didn't get either again, but we do still find damage because we crit. And now the enemies do have gravity, which can be quite difficult. So you can see if your opponents also, just don't run away from you, then sometimes it can be quite difficult. But again, as long as we start hitting Sucker Punches at some point, yeah, just used Sucker Punch as an engage, which you kind of shouldn't do, but sometimes you can as well. Wasn't the best, but now we're going to try to chase them down again. We didn't really get the backstep in, so. You can see this build is not just like a free win or anything either. Like, you still have to think a lot about what you're doing. So what we do in this fight. I always want to look for a PURSUIT into Sucker Punch. I steal away the thing. I'm going to unite with them right here. Go to my Shedinja, charge a bit of damage, wait for my cooldown. Like, Shedinja is nice in this build because it just allows you to build up your cooldown. So this early game didn't go all too well yet, but we can still get a huge PURSUIT in onto the Dragapult, pick up a berry. But yeah, usually the early game goes a bit better, but I feel like the mid and late game of this game was so good that I had to share this video. And Registeel as well, I'm gonna hit it from the back. Gonna wait right here, and my team luckily gets it. We tried to dodge overheat with Sucker Punch, but couldn't quite do it. But now we just PURSUIT away. You can see PURSUIT has so much mobility, and once we hit level 11, we also get PURSUIT Plus, which gives us increased move speed after using it. So also helps our Charging Charm to always be built up. No other item really makes a lot of sense. I think Sharding Charm is excellent for this build. Just allows you to have that bit more extra burst damage in your combo. It also has good synergy, right? We have a dash, we have a basic attack. So I'm just gonna farm our jungle right here, get level 11, run around. This is very nice build to just farm white Pokemon on, as you kill them very fast. Looking for a flank now on bot. And now we're gonna get some more Pursuit Sucker Punches combos hopefully in. Again, somehow I'm just very unlucky on my backsteps this game though. Like, I don't know. Half the time my backsteps didn't work, like here as well. You can see I'm just barely out of that, which means I don't get the backstep in. Like, the backstep is right here, and I'm literally here, so I didn't quite get the backstep in. But it's gonna use our Sucker Punch to buy a bit of time. And now we're gonna get another Pursuit in into Unite move, and now we get the Crusher, and we're gonna start chasing down the Sylveon here. Sadly, actually the Hyper Voice didn't hit me, so couldn't quite follow up on it. Gonna get 46 points in. And then at this point, I also just want to be aggressive in the enemy jungle. Want to look around for things right here. Take away the blue buff. You can see how much damage we do very, very fast. Usually you don't want to use Sucker Punch alone, but you always can as well still. Not a big of a deal. The enemies are not pushing top. I'm gonna look for a flank. Onto them, you can also always dash across this wall onto buy toys from both sides. Also very, very nice to like chase or escape with. I'm gonna try to... I mean, I kind of want to break the goal with these points right here, so I'm just gonna look for them. Like, the enemies might have a chance or like want to maybe defend this goal still. So I'm just waiting to see if someone is gonna walk up to try and defend, but instead they actually don't. So we're just gonna run around a bit in the enemy center area right now. Here as well, like, it's kind of funny. I just dash across this wall to like Percy back into this buy toy. Have a bit of fun with my opponents. And now we're gonna... So here is exactly the combo. This is the combo you actually want to do more often, which sadly hasn't happened too much in this game yet. Usually happens much more often. So Pursuit, we instantly press Sucker Punch. Dragapult is hitting us. He activates our Sucker Punch. We stun him, and we instantly land right behind his back, and then we take him down. So very straightforward. Looking for the next one now. Again, doing the same thing, and this time the Blaziken does mess up. You can see what instantly happens, right? We Pursuit, we Sucker Punch, he activates it right here, which means we stun our opponents, and they instantly with our back, you know, to our direction, and then we get our Pursuit in for free. Gonna chase him down right here. Just use the Sucker Punch to finish him off, and get another KO. 30 points go in. Dash across the wall again. It's very annoying to play against this build sometimes too, because you just have so much mobility. I'm looking for the Dragapult. I know he's somewhere around. And here, the Sylveon does the same mistake. Or not the same mistake, I mean, it's not necessarily a mistake either. Like, you still want to kind of do something, right? And he has to use his abilities. So, we Pursuit forward. Like this. We Pursuit forward into the Sylveon. He activates it with his Hyper Voice. And then we stun him. Look, perfectly set up. And then we get a Pursuit hit in, which didn't crit. Otherwise, he probably would be right here. So, say again, it's an RNG-based build. So he's going to instantly unite. And now we do the same on Dragapult again. And you can see, he's just gone. Instantly. Like, there's so much damage coming out if you crit. Which, still, you have a very high crit chance. So again, we Pursuit melee into him. We Sucker Punch him. He's just pressing A on me. He gets stunned. Again, perfect setup. We are right behind him. And then we can just get the crit in. Now we can play around the Blaziken, kind of baiting him a tiny bit. But then Cliffhape also shows up. So he's going to run away. Use these Atarias to heal up a bit. There we go, back to more than half HP. And we can still run around and look for the next things. Jumping over the blue buff. Right now, it's kind of risky for me to be here, though. Because, I mean, I'm worth a lot of experience, but I see the opponents walking onto the bot Reggie. So I'm going to look for another flank. My team is picking it up without me, luckily. I don't have to do much about objectives this game, which is quite nice. Because my team is doing them at the same time. Looking for Clefable. Get a crit in. And now we for Crusher again. See, if they don't hit us, then the combo doesn't really work. But that will happen. But you can see I'm still quite safe anyways. Like, I can always just disengage very fast again. Like, I'm not instantly dead just because the combo didn't work or something. Here, we activate it quite easily. There you go. This is the Hyper Voice thing, right? Like, he's gonna use Hyper Voice to hit my teammates. So I can just Pursuit forward. I can walk into this. He goes right here, right? I activate my Sucker Punch on my opponent's abilities. They're trying to do it for my allies. We get a Sucker Punch crit in for 2000. And then we can get another Pursuit in as well. And now we're just running over the enemy team. Like it's nothing. And we just get a quick 3 KO. This build can just do so much damage out of nowhere. Like, it's absolutely wild how much I can do. Already sitting at 15 KOs now. Even though I feel like this game didn't even go that well for most of the time. But yeah. Again, doing the same thing right here, just having a bit of fun. But I mean, that's how you clear the Vital, right? You want to hit it from the back, so. Again, looking for my opponents. I'm currently Gravity, so I'm just going to Unite. It's quite late to unite at this point, but there's always enough white Pokemon up for you to kind of do this. So I'm going to jump after Dragapult. Here I was looking for a Sucker Punch just to chase. And now here I'm pursuing forward. I know that he's going to X-Scissor me into this direction, but my Sucker Punch has more range. So I'm just going to spam it right now. You can see I'm spamming the Sucker Punch. So instantly comes out and I dodge his X-Scissor and then we KO him. Going towards top. We just obliterate the Sylveon right here at the same time. Now we hit back towards the blue buff. I'm going to start taking this down. I mean, right now I'm just farming my Unite move back up. I have to, of course, be a bit careful, but not too much either. I'm going to jump across this wall. We have so much range. And the Reggie actually goes in. And now we can maybe score. I tried to score, but I mean, I'm level 15, but I need the score for my Unite move. Every score, of course, builds Unite move back up in time. And now you can see we're already back to 77%. Even though it was like 255 or something, we Unite moved that. We don't have Energy Amplifier on or anything. I mean, you can have the Rip buff. I was like, okay, you can take it. I was kind of there. I wouldn't mind if he took the buff, right? So now the final fight can be a bit difficult sometimes, especially against Gravity. So we're gonna play it a bit safe for now, and then look for, look to pick off someone. And we do right here. We play around. You can see I'm not instantly like committing for it either. So I Pursuit in because I hit the backstep. My Pursuit is up again. I just Sucker Punch just to dodge some damage, get a stun in. And then I'm not overextending here either, because if Gravity's up, I might die. Like, I don't want to use my Unite maybe right here. I mean, I could, but I still want to maybe keep it. So first I'm going to Pursuit away, and exactly, it was correct. The Gravity's up, so I'm waiting out. And now I can maybe start chasing a tiny bit again. Get another backstep in. You can see down to 0.5 seconds. Instantly Sucker Punch just to dodge CC. So you don't always have to do the same combo either. You can always like hit Pursuit as well, and then you Sucker Punch to just dodge things. So here we dodge, and we go into Clefable. It's going to follow up with a Unite move. Now, another Sucker Punch. Looking for the Blaziken. Kind of have to be careful about Crusit's Unite. I know that even though I have Vision on him, I knew he would probably overheat in this if he goes back into the bush, so I'm just gonna wait it out. Also, I'm stepping back a lot, just in case he's eject button up. Make sure, against Blaziken, you have your range, because he could always eject button onto it. This is the nice part as well about like playing every single Pokemon, because I play so much Blaziken, I know what the enemy Blaziken might want to do. So I just stay away, make sure nothing happens to me. And we do the same combo here. You can see we just one-shot the Dragapult in a very easy combo. And he has to just do damage, right? So we Pursuit forward, we instantly Sucker Punch onto him. He hits us with his Shadow Ball, we instantly activate it, he gets stunned, his cone is right here, his backstep, and then we just one-shot him. And now Sylveon has Unite right here. But we can do the same thing. We Pursuit. But okay, I mean, okay, right here I have to be a bit careful. I could have maybe proc my Sucker Punch on his Hyper Voice, but I do have to be a bit careful. So I mean, I'm kind of low on HP. But just look at my Pursuit damage. I just crit right here, 3,300 damage. Yeah, Sylveon for sure had fun in this moment. Now the rest of my team is doing Rayquaza, which is correct. I'm gonna just take it down, and there we go. So even though this game wasn't really, I would say, 1% optimally played, you can see how much this build can actually do and how effective it can be in solo queue. I think it's a very, very good solo queue build if you enjoy speedsters and Central Area, or if you just want to, run over the enemy team. I think PURSUIT ABSOL is something you can pick up and learn, and there's a lot of things that even I can, even just looking at my own gameplay, there's so many things I could have done better this game. That's why always you can just look at your own gameplay, try to figure out what you could do better. And, I'm going to improve from this as well. I'm going to pay more attention to certain things. And even with this, I still did 22 KOs, which is ridiculous, right? To just know that I even have more potential on this Pokemon that I already have is quite good to know. It just knows there's room to improve on. Hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Hope you enjoyed these kind of educational videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!